Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 14th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center storm report that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at the overview as well. And also, we're going to take a look at the tropical weather outlook at the end of this broadcast. So stick around through the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, if you like my daily forecast content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you know somebody that would love to join the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, send them my way. Love to have them. Tell them to smash that subscribe button for me, and they'll get my forecast twice per day, unless something comes up. That would be the only way. Alright, well, like these videos and also share these videos on social media and other platforms. So that way more people get a chance to see my forecast, and that way maybe I can get some more subscribers in that fashion as well. Well, that pretty much wraps up the intro. Now let's go ahead and get on into the forecast. And we're going to dive on into the details and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty. As you can see, we got quiet conditions in Quebec, Canada, back through southern Canada, all the way back over toward Vancouver region of Canada. Also, we got quiet conditions in Seattle, Washington, all the way over toward northern Michigan, also into Wisconsin, Minnesota. Also, all the way down into Chicago, Illinois, down in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, down toward Dallas, central Texas, all the way back up toward Denver, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Oregon. Also in the portion of Nevada, California, Gulf of California as well. We got Hurricane Fernandez over here in portions of the Eastern Pacific. Also, we got quiet conditions over southern and northern Mexico as well. Alright, we got some showers and storms over Oregon, Northern California, Central California, also into Arizona, also into Utah, also Colorado and New Mexico. Also down into Texas, southern Texas, around the Houston area, over toward the Florida Panhandle, down into the Miami area, the Florida Keys. Also over toward the Atlanta, Georgia area, Columbia, South Carolina region, back up into Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston, Maine, New Hampshire, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, and portion of Michigan and Ohio as well, and also West Virginia, too, for your Tuesday. All right. The red slashed area, the yellow slashed area over eastern North Carolina up toward the Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. region, eastern Virginia, some heavy rain and flash flooding, and also some severe thunderstorms possible in that region for your Tuesday. Alright, now let's go ahead and get the show on the road for your Wednesday. As you can see here, we got quiet conditions then from Quebec, Canada, through Montreal, Toronto, Canada, toward Chicago, Illinois, back over toward New York State, also toward Boston, up in the portion of Maine, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through portions of the Carolinas, toward Atlanta, Georgia, also into Alabama, Mississippi, down toward Houston and Dallas area, central Texas, down toward northern and central Mexico, also over toward the Gulf of California, toward Los Angeles, San Francisco, up toward the Seattle, Washington area, Vancouver, southern Canada, well, southwest Canada, southern Canada as well, over, all the way over toward North and South Dakota, down in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, portion of Iowa, and like I said, over toward Illinois as well. Alright, we got showers and storms over here in portions of Nevada, also into California, also in Arizona, New Mexico, toward Denver, Colorado, and also into Utah as well, and a little bit in northern Mexico, right along the Arizona-New Mexico border. Also, we got showers and storms extending from southern Louisiana, Gulf of Mexico, toward the Florida Panhandle, the Big Bend area of Florida, also down to the Florida Keys. Also into Miami, eastern South Carolina, North Carolina, and almost up to Washington, D.C. region as well. We got showers and storms over portions of southern Canada, back into portions of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and also into northern Michigan. Alright, yellow slashed area. Could be some severe weather possible in that region there, Minnesota and portions of Wisconsin for your Wednesday. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. We got widespread showers and storms up here in portions of Michigan, around the Grand Rapids area, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, also towards Chicago, Illinois, also toward Detroit, Michigan as well, and also in Cleveland, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, toward Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, also up toward Rochester, New York, toward Albany. All this activity will be east out here, New York, Providence, Boston, Albany, New York. All this activity will be moving in your direction. Showers and storms just east of Washington, D.C. Also down toward Norfolk, getting in some shower and storm activity. Also in the Outer Bank, just east of Raleigh. Also over towards not too far from the Wilmington area. Some more scattered showers down along the Grand Strand, Low Country region. Also some scattered activity around the Atlanta metro area. Also down in northern Florida. Just west of Jacksonville, you'll be getting in on some shower. Also down into portions of Tampa. Also down toward Miami, some showers and storms there as well. Scattered activity just southeast of Birmingham, Alabama. Some over here in portions of Mississippi and Tennessee. Scattered activity up here in portions of Iowa, also into Kansas. Also, let's see, we've got some showers and storms just east Indianapolis, Indiana. Also down toward Louisville, Kentucky. All this activity moving to the east. Cincinnati, you're going to get in on some activity as well. Let's see, we got some around the south of Dallas. Texas, that is, some showers and storms there. Also, again, over here in portions of Paso, New Mexico, western Texas. Some down there toward central portion of Mexico. Some just east of Phoenix. Also over here in New Mexico, also into Colorado, portion of Utah. We got some showers and storms just north of Sacramento, California. Some over here in Nevada. Some scattered activity just northwest of San Francisco as well. Alrighty. As you can see, pretty much the remainder of the area from Seattle to Portland, all the way toward North and South Dakota, Minneapolis, Wyoming area. Pretty quiet. Seattle, Salt Lake City, Utah looks pretty good. Denver, Colorado as well. And a little bit of activity just east of Toronto, Quebec, Canada, excuse me. And a little bit up here in northeastern portion of Maine. Also a little bit of scattered activity through New Brunswick, Canada. Alright. Watches, warning, and advisory time. Alrighty. Alright, we got flood watches in effect for portion of Boston, Connecticut region, also up toward the New York State, also down toward the Delaware, New Jersey, portion of Washington, D.C. area. Also, we got more flash flood watches in effect from portion of Michigan, also into Wisconsin. Got some flood advisory, flood warnings in effect for portion of Wisconsin and also into Iowa. Special weather statements there as well. Got some beach hazard statements for portion of Minnesota, also into Wisconsin, and also along the New York State and Ohio State beaches there as well. Alright, we got heat advisory still in effect for portions of Virginia through east, central, and eastern North Carolina, much of South Carolina, northeastern Georgia, northern Georgia, also northern Mississippi, southern Arkansas, and central and eastern Texas, also in central and southern Florida as well. Alrighty, and we got some excessive heat warnings in effect for northern Florida, also into much of Georgia, all of Alabama, also much of Mississippi, southeastern portion of Arkansas, much of Louisiana, and southeastern Texas as well. Some excessive heat warnings also in effect for southern Arizona, southern California. Same over here, northern California through portion of Oregon, also into much of Washington State as well. Also, we got some excessive heat warning, the heat advisory, excuse me, in effect for you guys in western Montana, northern Idaho, central and eastern portion of Oregon, that is, excuse me, and also southwestern Idaho and central California as well. Western special weather statements, fire weather watches in effect reported in Montana. Special weather statements here in Iowa as well. Also got a few little flood advisory for portions of Colorado and also into portions of New Mexico. Alright, Alaska looks good. Central and southern portion of Hawaii and Chain Island. Got some gale warnings around the island. North side looks a-okay. And finally, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, and then we'll wrap it up with the National Hurricane Center. Alright, as you can see here, there's the severe weather outlook for portions of the northeast U.S., all the way back in the portion of Iowa, all the way down to northern Alabama, northern Georgia, much of South Carolina. There goes the showers and thunderstorm activity in that region. Also down in southern Florida, and also northern Florida, southern Georgia. There's that activity, what I showed on the radar earlier, all the way into Arizona, New Mexico, back into California as well. The convective outlook, you can see a little better. There's the marginal risk in the darker green, slight risk in the yellow, and general thunderstorms elsewhere. Watches, none are in effect. MDS discussion. They could issue a watch in this vicinity here. They're considering it, so it could be. So just give you a heads up if anybody lives in Tennessee, northwest Alabama, and northeastern portion of Mississippi. Watch could be issued there, possible. Storm reports. We had 0 tornado reports, wind reports 18, hail report was 0. So right now we're just at 18. Would not be surprised to see a few more added to the list later on down the road. They generally took place in Virginia, North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, eastern Alabama, and the Big Bend area. Warnings in effect for that area there in the Oregon region in the watches, warning, and advisory map. And finally, let's wrap it up with the tropical weather outlook. Alright, 48 hours. Looks good. Nothing going to form in the next 48 hours, 7 days. These two yellow areas here could form into something tropical later on this week and toward the weekend. Alright. We're going to read a little bit about this here real quick, and then we're going to end the video. Alright, Eastern Tropical Atlantic, tropical wave is forecast to move off the West African coast on Wednesday or early Thursday. Some slow development of this system is possible late this week or over the weekend while the system moves gradually west-northwestward or northwestward across the Eastern Tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through 48 hours, low near 0%. Formation chance through 7 days is low, 30%. Alright, Central Tropical Atlantic. Another area of low pressures could develop by the middle of the latter part of this week over the Central Tropical Atlantic. Some slow development of this system is also possible while it moves west-northwestward through the end of the week. Formation chance through 48 hours, low, near 0%. Formation chance through 7 days, low, 20%. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next one. And have a great, great, great Monday evening. Everyone, take care.